SML, what's going on? Today's the day. Super Bowl 54, Chargers and Bucks, Prime and QP. Hype matchup today. I am joined in the booth with my guy Dom. What's going on?
What's up, man? Happy to be here. Happy we got to do a game. If people could see our DMs, it was very close to not happening. So
Very close to not
really
happening.
excited.
Yeah, and I mean, with the games we've done, shoot, we can't be missing this in the playoffs. This is too important. We got to be in here for these.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, just can't be having that. So we have a huge matchup on tap. First time this cycle we get Prime and QP. Both guys were in season 5 now without a Simbardi. Kind of shocking. Obviously, I think this is the longest Prime has ever gone without a title. So a lot at stake here today. How do you see this game going?
It's gonna be a battle. Both guys are seasoned. They're both tough. I'm giving the edge to QP. That's my pick to win. But Prime's not gonna make it easy on him.
No, he never does. That's one thing. He doesn't seem to have the very explosive offense. His defense is still very good, but it's not like that defense that he's had in the past few Maddens. QP's team sure is. Boy, this guy's been a beast. But the thing with Prime is that he's not going to roll over. He always finds a way to play in close games. No matter what, he's going to make this a battle, and Q is going to be sweating it out at least a little bit, even if he is kind of the potential heavy favorite here.
Yeah, I mean, QP, number 2 in offense, number 1 on defense. Good luck stopping the offense. You kind of have to hope for a Davis Mills mess up. But James Cook, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans give him a trio that's maybe unmatched in the league. You'd be hard to find a better trio than that. Defensively, it speaks for itself what he's been doing. But again, Prime's been here more than anyone else. He's not going to back away. He knows what it takes. He knows he's not going to make mistakes, and he's not going to give this game to QP. It's going to have to be earned.
So you mean he's probably not going to throw a pick 6 when he just has to salt the clock away and then miss a field goal to tie?
I'd be shocked if he did that, like some others that we've seen in this playoffs.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if anybody did that, but I guess, some things are just, meant to happen. Not saying any names or anything.
Sometimes you're just rolling to the right and the defense looks more open than the offense,
Sometimes it really do be like that. We got Royce in the chat. One of the first times I've seen him in a little bit. We got Gilbert in the chat. I see Bomber. Guys, let us know your game picks here. Let's know what you're thinking about this one. Big shout out to AJ for a hype video that so far I don't think is melting my computer, so that's a positive. Looks like it's going good, but let me know if it's not. Let me know about the audio levels, etc., etc. Oh God, there's my first encoding overloaded. So hopefully that doesn't last. We're going to delete the video once we get close to kickoff here. But very excited to see this one. What's the level of panic here for the loser? Obviously, we're kind of coming near the end of the cycle. Neither a guarantee to just walk back here next season. Prime maybe a little more so. But say you lose this one, your QP, your Prime. How you feeling about kind of your cycle and that pressure to start to really kind of need one?
The pressure definitely will get to you. I would imagine I don't know, you might see a panic trade or something in the offseason, something like that, a bunch of salary at a free agent. But I think it's more of a panic for QP. Your run before this year speaks for itself. I mean, you've been to like a million Super Bowls in a row. Prime doesn't really have anyone like that to go through in the AFC. Matt's really good and can definitely give him a game every time. Dan's kind of struggling. I don't really put him in the same class right now. I think Prime's going to be the clear favorite in the AFC, whereas QP, I don't think he would be. So little higher panic for QP probably in a loss, but either way, these guys have one goal every season, and with only 2 seasons left after this one, it's going to be a tough situation.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with that. I think the pressure's a little bit more on Q in this one, even though he is, I think, right now just straight up the better player, better team, better player. But I do think that, I mean, hey, it's one game. Anything can happen, as we've seen. If he does end up losing this one, I think it kind of sticks with him more. And like you said, I think he's going to feel a little more of a pressure to get back here. But I mean, it definitely has to be in Prime's head. I'm noticing watching his games. Even he just kind of seems maybe a little off, a little rattled. He did not look particularly good against Woods, and that's normally a game that I think you would generally just think he kind of walks in there and walks away with that. He did look very good against Matt, and he kind of settled back in. But, I mean, he loses this one. He'll have lost his last 2 Super Bowls in a row, which I've done it before. It is not a good time. Before that, had trouble even getting to the Super Bowl. So it's definitely not a walk in the park for either of these guys.
No, definitely not.
So let's think. What more can we ask here? Let's go Super Bowl MVPs. Who do you have as your MVP in this one?
Well, I said I liked QP to win this game. So I'm going to go with a Buck, and I'm going to go on the offensive side of the ball, and we're going to give it to James Cook, who was suspended against me in the divisional round, but he had 20 rushing touchdowns on the year. He added 6 more through the air, a dynamic weapon. And when you're playing QP, you always have to be concerned about Godwin and Evans, which opens up a lot of lanes underneath for James Cook. Like I said, I don't think anything's coming easy in this game, so going with the running back.
Yeah, that's I mean, generally whenever it comes down to comes down to Madden, going with the running back to win an award is not a bad call. I'm actually surprised this was not a prop bet. We might have to suggest that for the next Super Bowl. But I am actually going to go Buck as well. I'm going to go defensive side though. I'm going to go with, I think his name is Israel Mukamara.
Mukawamu?
Yeah, Mukawamu. I don't know who it is, but it's the user that he picked up halfway through the season and then got like 47 picks in about 3 weeks. I think I'm the only person that he has not picked off with that safety, which obviously is his sub linebacker. I can see.
Hey,
Go on.
I didn't get picked off either, so does he not have an interception this playoff run?
No, I guess he doesn't. I threw one to Carlton Davis on the first play of the game, and then I threw one to a deep safety, but it was not his user. So I guess he does not have one in this playoff run, which means he's due. Or I'm just an idiot for this pick.
He had one against Meats. So.
There you go. We can always count on the folding chair to give us a pick there. Should have seen that coming. Kind of forgot that was a playoff game, if I'm being honest, after about the first quarter. Prime is asking if we're ready. I still don't even see him as live. Do you see him?
I do see him, yes.
You do see him? Oh, that's cool. Let me search him. And now I have him. All right, I'm going to tell them to go for it. So they're going to at least send these things. I'm going to delete this video. And there you go. You guys wanted this as the Chargers owner of LA here. Very excited to see how this one plays out. I think I think he was going to be just straight up down depressed if he loses a second Super Bowl to his hometown Chargers.
Yeah, we all know QB wants them in the SML. He can't seem to get his hands on them. I agree. Losing 2 to them would do some things.
Yeah, just
the psyche
hasn't happened for the poor guy. Hopefully, we get him high enough in the team rankings he can take his Chargers next time. Just because I'm just starting to feel sad. So we're gonna get these guys sending. Very excited to see this one. This is just one of the best matchups we get. These guys played a great Super Bowl last cycle. Excited to see them with a chance this one. Should be great as we're gonna ready up here. And unfortunately,
shortest member in SML. That's dirty.
Prime kind of dogged you a little bit on the old overlay down there. Matt says, wonder if either went full pads. I don't think they did. I don't think we're going to have to worry about the fatigue playing a factor tonight. We do not have the Dolphins in this game.
Yeah, I wonder, Raheem Mostert showed up to training camp and lost his job probably because he touched the ball a million times a week last year for the Dolphins, as we covered extensively in last year's playoffs.
Raheem Mostert, I'm sure, was one of those guys who showed up on like day one of training camp, went through like his first 2 a day, and said, "You know what, dude? Like this isn't for me anymore. I've had enough." But enough about Raheem Mostert. It's a kickoff for Super Bowl 54. The Bucs are gonna get the ball. It's Trey Harper in the end zone, and he's gonna just let this one go.
Yeah, really deep kick. No surprise there. Let's see. I think in these big games, it's important to get off to a fast start and put some pressure on the other guy. So let's see what QP has dialed up here on this first drive.
Yeah, and QP, I mean, this is a guy, I know Mike put a little slander on his name, said he hasn't played in a big game in a while, despite going to the NFC Championship game a season before. But Q has done this a lot. No stranger to the big stage. I'm sure he's going to be calm and composed as he quiets the crowd on the first play. Davis Mills under center. It's going to be your potential MVP, James Cook. Nice little run of 5 on the first play.
Good start. It almost looked like he could get more. Nice play by the Chargers D lineman there to catch him from behind a little bit and prevent a bigger game.
Yep, that was a big shed. If he misses that tackle, Cook is gone and he's shifty. This is not like A.J. Dillon, who we saw in this matchup last year, where it's just going to be a bowling ball. Cook can get outside. He can get the edge. He can cut guys up. He's a weapon for sure. So we're going to see Q in the gun now. Cook next to him. Cook going to get the ball again. Nice cut back, and there's that speed on the outside. Shoves a guy off. Tackle forward. First down for the Bucs. What a run.
Man, I know I lost anyway. I'm happy I didn't have to play that guy.
Yeah.
Feeling good about my MVP pick early on here.
Yeah, I mean, 2 stellar runs right off the rip. Good winning at the trenches as well by the offensive line. So that's going to be something to watch. Obviously, trench play can sometimes feel like one of those things that Madden decides early.
Yeah, there's not really many in-game adjustments you can make to kind of fix that if you're getting dominated in the trenches. It's difficult.
Yeah, if you're getting bullied, you're getting bullied. Interesting adjustment here is that deep safety going to go into a curl flat. Q going to change his play at the line. Play clock ticking. We're going to get Cook back up the middle. Nice play by Prime. Stuffs that hole quickly. No gain for Cook.
Yeah, kind of surprised me. It looks like he came out in nickel and just completely stuffed that run at the line of scrimmage. Nice defensive play.
Yeah, every now and then. I mean, it does help to have this Chargers front. A lot of good run stuffers there. But yeah, the nickel formation, not super great against the run, but that time the defensive line answers the call as we get the Y trips weak here. Very good formation, lots of good plays. Always got to watch the zig on the right side. We're not going to get that. We're going to go curl on the left. That's going to be Mike Evans. A lot of separation. Beautiful ball by Mills and a first down.
Yeah, not sure there are many receivers I'd take for a curl route over Mike Evans. This offense is just so difficult to defend. Just weapons everywhere. There's some speed in there too. If Davis Mills isn't folding, it's difficult to stop.
Yeah, and he has not done much of that recently, especially not this season, as we're going to get the ever-popular power run to the left here out of pistol, and another great user play by Prime as I'm going to freeze up here a little bit. Never mind, we're good.
Yeah, really nice user play. Feeling less good about my MVP pick than I was after the first 2 plays.
Yeah, the first 2 plays looked really good for you. The next 2 touches, not as great. Prime rallying to the football well. But one thing to note is that both tackles have been his user. So right now the AI is not getting and making those stops. If Prime misses one, could be a big gain.
Yeah, I don't expect many user errors in this game. But if there are some, then that could definitely turn the tides.
Yeah, watch read option here. He's going to keep it. This is Cooper. Q did this to me. Nice cut. Gets down. Gain a 9 on the read option. I saw Q do that twice against me. Yep. Brings in that random guy.
I didn't acknowledge or recognize that a different quarterback was in the game, and yeah, he just takes right off. So, yeah, not Leo Copper.
Leo Copper. Interesting. I called him
84
Cooper.
speed.
Tough start.
Yeah.
For me in the booth here, as we're going to get the handoff, 3rd and 1. Cook going to get enough here up to the 38, and the Bucs slow and steady wins the race here.
Yeah, a Dom-like drive here to start the game, or a Prime-like drive. Slow and steady, not a lot of shots down the field early. Keep tabs on that. He might be making Prime creep up slower and slower to get his deep shot later in the game.
as we're going to get looks like possibly a deep shot here, and that's going to be picked off. User picked. Prime runs with it beautifully. James Cook going to make the tackle, but boy, Q was looking at that guy the whole way.
Yeah, just not sure what he was thinking there. He decided before the snap and didn't even attempt to look elsewhere. That was going to Godwin 100% of the way.
Yeah, cheers for me. I did have Bucks with the first turnover on my prop bet sheet. If you didn't get that one right, you don't know Q, as he's going to make a great play here on the run. And John Ross goes down with an injury. That's a huge loss for Prime if that holds up.
Yeah, deep threat, Madden legend, real life, terrible player, but
yeah.
Right, but still useful in Madden.
Very much so. That's a Madden 22 Panthers legend here as Herbert back to pass, in trouble. The edge pressure is going to get there. He's going to scramble away. Shimmy's out of bounds for a gain of 7.
This Bucs defense is tough, man. I can speak from experience. You can go through 2-3 reads and they're all blanketed, and a lot of the time it leaves you with no choice but to try to get out of the pocket and throw it away or maybe gain a couple yards.
As we're running an RPO here, although Prime checking. Switches up his play. Looks like he's going to throw a couple interesting routes on the field here. See what he comes up with. We're going to get a flag. Got to watch if this is a hold as Herbert throws a pass for the first on the run. However, that is coming back. Rashawn Slater with the hold. And it looks like John Ross will be okay to return, which is big on 3rd and 13.
Yeah, unfortunate hold there. Really nice throw from Herbert. I would have given up on that play. But Prime lasers it across the field on the delayed drag route.
And one thing to notice with him, he has been doing a ton recently of those throw in the runs with Herbert. He never seems to fully have his feet set, or at least not very often. He's constantly rolling and... Oh, I know this play all too well. Just currently lost me the NFC Championship game. Check out of this, Prime. This is a bad play. As Herbert back to pass, he's looking, surveying. That's just going to be a laser from Justin Herbert. The throw power on that ball to get that in there up the middle of the field is incredible. First down, Chargers.
Yeah, it looked like when he first threw it that it was going to go, that his receiver was going to walk right into that safety. But like you said, great throw power, just a dart.
Yeah, that's that set feet lead. There's just really nothing you can do there. That's picked under a lot of quarterbacks as Q makes a great user play here. Harrison, 2 rushes, no gains.
Yeah, some nice run defense here early on. We'll see if either guy abandons the run game as this game progresses.
I would be surprised, especially with how talented both these running backs are.
I would too, especially with Prime.
As he does check out of a run here, he's going to go to that zig. Q is all over that. Checks down to Harrison on the other side. Tackled short of the line to gain, but it's still a gain of 8.
So something I've noticed about Q's user, and I noticed it too late in my game, I'm interested to see if Prime will notice it. He'll user the zig, for example, on that play, but he'll only user it for 2 seconds. He knows it's your first read, so he'll user it till you get off of it, and then he'll run to a different receiver.
Yeah.
So if you're patient enough to let him get off of the guy, you can actually hit them late against the user. We'll see if Prime recognizes that.
We will see as Kevin Harrison gets a huge gain on 3rd and short here. He's all the way up to the 10, but now we're going to have an offensive lineman hurt for the Chargers. So, I don't know, maybe Prime took some coaching lessons out of Matt's book here.
Yeah, definitely you don't want to lose any trench guys in a big game like this, but that's the second read option we've seen run this game. Q ran one, the QB kept it, and Prime just ran one. Both were good gains. See if either of them go back to it.
Yeah, I would assume that coaching adjustment's going to get flipped if they didn't do it already. As we get 2nd and 8 here from the 8, first quarter winding down. Herbert in the I form loves the out routes out of this formation. And he's just going to let time tick down. So we're going to end the first quarter with a 0-0 tie.
Yep, rock fight. Nothing's going to come easy. I think Prime lined up there to see what the defense was. I don't think he liked the look, so he let it run down.
Yep. Yeah, don't blame him with that. You're going to get the ever-popular fullback run here. Going inside to this guy, and he is up to the 2. That is, I'm going to call him Trent Ivory. Don't think we're going to see much of him, yeah.
Yeah, T Ivory. I like to think he's related to former Saint Chris Ivory, so I'm sticking with that.
Yeah, that works with me. 3rd and 2 from the 2.
His name is Tracy Ivory.
Tracy Ivory. I would not have gone with Tracy.
Yeah, rookie, 5th round pick out of Auburn.
Open flex here. Q got me on the RPO here. He users it, and Kevin Harrison breaks the tackle. He's in for 6. Touchdown Chargers.
Yep, touchdown Chargers. I'm a little surprised Q wasn't more ready for that. It looks like he actually dropped a D tackle into coverage, unless he audibled it. Prime does not like to throw in the red zone. He will keep it on the ground as much as he can.
Yeah, I think he had, 32, 33 touchdowns with Kevin Harrison this year. If you don't let him run into the end zone, he's going to actually have some trouble scoring. So that'll be interesting to watch if Q doesn't pick up on that.
It's actually the first time I've ever noticed that the A in Chargers is a lightning bolt at the bottom.
Oh yeah, it's
pretty
kind of cool.
Never seen that before.
They've got some nice word marks. I don't really have any fans. Sorry, Q, but they got some nice branding. I really like the blue jerseys. I like the powder blue.
Oh yeah, I own a powder blue jersey myself.
Look at that cutback.
Herbert one. Really nice run.
Yeah,
I've
really
seen that
nice
a few
run.
times from QP already.
Yeah, he is. He's very sticky and he's patient. He reminds me a lot of Le'Veon Bell when he runs, which is really difficult to do in Madden. So the fact that he can do it is really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing it with Tyson Williams against me, so I can't. It's only going to be better with James Cook.
Yeah, that is for sure. The change of direction helps. We get 2nd and 3 here. Mills in the gun, going to drop back to pass. Finds his slant. That's Trey Harper. He's up to the 37 for a first down.
Yeah, early analysis of this game is Prime's kind of letting QP go underneath. The one time we saw him kind of push the envelope and try to go down the field, there was an interception. If Q can stay patient, I think he's going to be able to move the ball in this game.
Yeah, I do agree with that. We've seen this with Prime. He's content to let you go underneath, and he wants to stop you in the red zone. He trusts in his front. He trusts in his personnel. As we're going to get a dangerous ball on the out route to Godwin. He had Cook wide open underneath. He doesn't take it.
As I say, if he stays patient, he doesn't stay patient.
Yeah.
Again, seems like he just stared down Chris Godwin, who is definitely his favorite target. I don't know how the stats show up, but every time I play him, Godwin.
Yeah. Godwin torched me. I was giving a lot of extra attention to Mike Evans, and he barely got the ball on that one. Prime pinches the line here, ready for that inside zone. Mills in the gun. He's got that zig. He throws it, and there's Godwin on the outside. He's up for a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Big third down here. I don't normally say that in the first half of a game, but you're already down 7-0. After throwing an interception, you definitely don't want to give this ball back to Prime.
No, you don't. You'd feel a lot more comfortable getting some points here. Especially because Prime moved the ball decently well on you. It had a couple tougher plays, but as a whole, he got down the field pretty well. Scored relatively easy in the red zone. Let's see what Q goes here. He's got to watch. Looks like Prime's lurking on Derwin. Got to watch that curl route, which I know he loves. Make a lot of checks. A lot of checks. Prime is all over this. Mills in trouble. Mills improvises. Big play for Trey Harper here. Harper's on the run. Prime's got to tackle him one-on-one. Gets completely obliterated, but the AI makes the tackle down at the 13.
Wow. I thought he was dead in the water on that
He
play.
looked dead to rights.
Davis Mills, nice play. Nice play. If he could move half as well as that in real life, the Texans may not have taken CJ Stroud on Thursday. But, yeah, really nice play. Get it to your fastest player in some space.
Yeah, and you got to feel good now if you're Q. You're all the way up at the 13. Feeling great, getting the thumbs loose on that one. Great improvisation? That doesn't sound like it's correct, but I think it is.
Improvisation? I don't know. Yeah,
that sounds better than what I said. As we're going to get the out route here to Cade Otton, the forgotten man on this team, up to the 2 for a first down.
Yeah, not going to be saying his name very much today. But hey, if you're open, you're open, especially in the red zone. Take whatever you can get.
And that's what you want to see if you're Q. You know, we saw him force that first ball. We want to see him hit stuff like Kate Otten because that means he's throwing to the open receiver. He's seeing the field well. We're going to get a stretch here left. Cook is going to get tackled by his own guy at the 3. His left tackle got just bullied.
There was nowhere to go. Left tackle, number 69, nice, if you're watching meets. But, yeah, just bullied. I don't envision Prime allowing an easy run touchdown in the red zone. I think he's going to be playing that pretty heavily.
Yeah. This is open flex. We'll see if Prime studied my game. This was RPO yesterday. Looks like he's on Derwin James. I actually manned this tight end up. Still got in, and boy, he just gets everybody in the backfield. Cook is tackled for a loss of 2. There were more Chargers back there than Bucks.
Yeah, that front's just really, really dangerous. Yeah, there's just nothing there.
No, he just did his best as he could to only lose 2. As Q comes out and U trips. Yeah, don't force anything here. Like, you are dead on.
We're almost at the 2-minute warning in the second quarter. This game's really going quickly.
Yeah, not a lot of incomplete passes. Almost none. What, 2 incomplete, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
As Mills is back to pass, Mills is going to just get hit. He fumbles the ball. The ball's on the turf. Recovered by the Chargers. Oh, it's a nightmare for Q.
I thought he had an open receiver underneath circle. But Prime's user was kind of lurking. Didn't want to take the chance. A lot of movement from Davis Mills in the pocket so far, which isn't his strength.
And he pays for it on the second hit. That is tough to see. Now the Bucs defense has to make a stand, and they're not going to get it on the first play as Kevin Harrison is just shaking and baking his way up for a first down.
Yeah, really nice run there. Q sent a blitz up the middle. Prime ran to the outside. Good play call.
So 2:20 left. We know that, we have 8 rushes to 2 passes for the Chargers so far, and he's actually going to immediately switch to a pass. He probably saw the same thing that I did and said, I got to throw this rock. He looks for the out route.
That ratio.
Yep.
Wide open.
We have been known to see ratio fouls in the Super Bowl in the past.
I'm not going to touch that one, but
I know that the Primer Posse will.
But the Harrison's really taken over this game. Three passes from the Chargers, 2 receptions for Harrison,
including one that was taken back.
Oh yeah,
or not including one that was taken back. We're also missing that one. So we're gonna get 4 verts here, but again, he loves Harrison in this check down route, and he's actually gonna switch. Nope, he's back to verts. He's got an out route on the left side. He loves that far out with Herbert. He's one of the only quarterbacks who can throw it. Q is all over it. Q's moving. Herbert on the run. That's dangerous. That's picked off. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
So uncharacteristic. I'm running to your left. You're going to throw it 40 yards down the field. I don't like that decision at all, and he pays for it.
He sure does. That is, like you said, not something we see from Prime. In total control of this one with a chance to go up 2 scores and just gives Q the ball right back. So it's like the fumble never happened. That's crazy.
Yeah, now if you're Q, you can actually run this ball down and make sure Prime doesn't get it again before the end of the second quarter, which was not the case before the fumble.
Mike says karma on the cheese attempt. That is a very Mike FML statement right there. Q goes to the gun doubles. He loves play action out of this formation. He also will hit Trey Harper on the streak. That could be the play here. Harper's open. He doesn't take it. He goes to Godwin, which you're still okay with. Godwin's still moving. Jeez. He's just shaking guys off. He's up to the 15.
Really nice play after the catch there. And I mean, Godwin's his guy. He probably just was looking at Godwin, did not see the receiver down the field. But, yeah, nice play from Godwin.
Yeah, just such a menace after the catch on top of being a menace before the catch. So, I mean, the guy's just pretty dang good at football. As we're going to get an Overstorm Brave here from Prime. Does Q pick up on it? He does. That's going to be Evans. You're not stopping that one-on-one. He's down at the 1.
No, he's almost impossible to cover one-on-one. And Prime using these timeouts to try to get the ball back. See what Q calls here. I'd keep it on the ground because even if you don't get it, you're running clock. But
Yeah, I think you got to
we'll
run at
see.
least twice here. Once to kill the timeout, once again to kill another 40 seconds if you don't get in. So we have Mills under center here, and he's going to throw it. Oh my goodness, my cheeks are clenched.
Yeah, wow. Prime must be mad that was not an interception. I think Q was just hoping he was playing the run really aggressively, and that was just going to be a wide open touchdown. But very dangerous.
Yeah, it's lucky on the swat there as Cook is going nowhere. This Chargers front has just been incredible on the goal line so far.
Yeah, nothing there. Every time he's tried to run to get into the end zone. Big third down call here. I'm not against keeping it on the ground. I expect him to call a pass. But if you do run it, again, you don't get it. There's like 20 seconds left in the half. If you do get it, obviously.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Tight Y off week. Watch the 0-1 trap here. Prime is the hard flats called. Not going to give up anything easy here. I'm very curious with this play as it is 0-1 trap. Prime shoots it, and Cook is just going backwards at the goal line. All the way back to the 4.
My Super Bowl MVP prediction has 11 carries for 16 yards.
He has evaporated. He took a shot on that play, too. Q going to be happy to take this down. Take his 3 points here, but Prime looks like he's going for the block. Prime's desperate for that trophy, boys. Q going to hold this naturally for a while. Don't snap it at 3 like everybody else does. Snap it at like 5.
Yeah, snapping it at 3 would be a disaster.
He snapped it at 5. He's going to get blocked. Oh, he missed it. The kick is good.
Oh, my God. How'd he miss that? Wow.
Oh, I can't believe he missed it.
Prime was ready. Prime was ready for it. Oh, man.
Man, he should have gone reverse psychology and snapped it at 3.
For a 7-3 game, this has been a very entertaining last couple of minutes here with the fumbles, the interceptions that are being thrown across the body, the almost field goal block. Let's see if Prime has anything else up his sleeve.
Yeah, you have to like calm the emotions here. There's been just a lot of swings in the past, 5 real-life minutes. How in the world did Q know that was a screen? What a stud on that play.
That's absurd.
That's incredible. I don't know how he could have possibly known that. This dude's either watching film or just had an incredible eagle eye watching the blockers there.
Yeah, I'm usually so busy looking down the field behind me, I don't even recognize the blockers.
No, not at never.
Going up for the screen.
So we're going to get Harrison. Doesn't take it outside, cuts it back inside. And right now, Kevin Harrison's had a ton of room to run. Now, of course, that's going to almost spell the end of the half here. Oh, God, Q, don't fall for this. Don't fall for this, Q. This is my play. Q's ready for it. And this is actually dangerous. That's a throw at a sack. Just going to fall to the turf. No pick there. And as we saw yesterday, that pick far down the field can turn into 6. But entertaining half. Chargers on top, 7-3.
Yeah, low-scoring affair here between two guys desperate for their first Simbardi of the cycle. Let's see if there are any adjustments. I'd be surprised to see Q run anymore near the goal line. It's just been loss after loss after loss. And for Prime, you really have to feel good besides the one throw you tried to make across your body. I don't really know what he was thinking on that one.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's not going to try those, but they've burned him so often recently, and he just continues doing them. It's almost like it's an old habit he can't break.
Yeah, you just get so excited to have Herbert after playing with Matt Ryan and Phil Rivers, whoever else he started cycles with recently. So can kind of understand it, but he had circle wide open.
Yeah, doesn't take it. Rolls out again and throws it on the run. This one just a throwaway. Surprised he didn't take circle there.
Yeah, it seems like he was post or bust on that one.
Yeah, which he might have had, but that was going to be a tough throw. As he's going to come back out looking to pass. Looking through his hot routes here. He's going to put the flat route on Keenan Allen. Throws it immediately. The Bucs are backing off there. And the ball's on the turf again! Picked up by the Bucs! Keenan Allen fumbles at the sidelines.
Oh, if Mukuamu could have taken that for a touchdown, your MVP pick might have been looking decent. But
Oh, it would have been huge for me, but I guess I'll just
I
have to
actually
survive with
think
the
with how
turnover.
if Prime was a little more patient on that play and didn't go to the flat, the streak on that side of the field would have gotten open, I think. But he took the flat immediately, and I mean, good read, just unfortunate fumble.
Yeah, tough break. I mean, he's a step away from out of bounds, and Keenan Allen, what a weird animation. It wasn't even a hit stick or a tackle battle. He just kind of got bounced around and dropped the ball.
QP, known Keenan Allen fan, maybe he paid him off for the game. Just speculation here.
Yeah, speculation. Nothing concrete, but speculation. Certainly not against the suggestion. We're going to 2nd and 4. Mills in the gun. Doesn't have Cook, and I think that's what he wanted because he holds on the ball, and Khalil Mack gets there for the sack. 3rd and 13. Loss of 10, I believe.
Yep. 3rd and 13, tough spot, especially against a front that can get pressure like the Chargers. I don't want to sound like a broken record. Don't force anything here. Just don't give the ball back. We've seen a lot of turnovers in the last quarter.
Doubles halfback weak. This is that corner route play. Oh, it is not the corner route play. And he's going to step up. He's going down again. Khalil Mack is just going crazy. 2 plays, 2 sacks for Khalil Mack, and Q's going to have to kick a field goal here.
Yeah, long field goal at that. Prime almost got the block earlier. Let's see if he can get in there again.
Yeah, Q's got to be nervous about this. And I don't know where this stands on the distance here. What is this, 55?
57.
57. And the kick is up. The kick is true from 57. So currently, I believe that is under on the high kick mark in the prop bet contest, which I hit over, I believe.
I think it was 59.5.
I think it was too, and I think I just expected a 60 because it's Madden.
I did under, so let's keep going for that. But man, there's been so much action in this game. I feel like our emotions have been up and down, but it's only 7-6 here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, this has been just pure fireworks for an extremely low-scoring game here. See if Prime just goes back to basics here with Harrison on 1st down. He does. Good cutback at the line, brought down, but again, Harrison just falling forward. He's down for 8.
Yeah, and Prime's kind of gotten away from Harrison after relying on him a lot early. He needs to go back to him. He's been really effective every time he's touched the ball.
Yeah, he really has. We have not seen that that Bucs front that is just so dominant against the run in this game. Chargers really doing well at the point of attack here. We're going to get Harrison again. This time the Bucs make it difficult, but he still powers forward for 3, and that's enough for a first.
Yep, I expect Prime to go more conservative here as this game gets later and later. He's kind of starting to feel that one touchdown could be the difference either way. Whoever scores the next touchdown might win the game. So no need to go for the big play.
As Harrison again, just, my gosh, a lot of space here. It looks like he's going to get brought down near the line, and it's been just misses.
Yeah, he's slippery, and looks like Q sent blitzes off the edge, and he ran up the middle. So it's good offensive play calling.
Surprised to see Q call the edge blitz there. He usually waits for like a 2nd and long or 3rd and long for that play. This is a Prime staple here. Q is all over it, and we're just going to get a throwaway from Herbert.
Yep, even if Q wasn't using that, which he was all over it, I don't think it was open. So live to find another play. Go to the next play. Again, but Prime's getting in trouble when he's going away from Harrison.
Yeah. Yeah, anything not to Harrison has really kind of been trouble for his offense.
Yeah, QP's been able to take away anything in the air, really. He's been on his reads. He's kind of taken away what Prime wants to do.
Verts is a tough play against this defense. I'm sure he wants this Harrison out route. He's going to have it if Harrison gets open. Goes to the deep out route instead. And that's a great catch on the sidelines there by, I believe, Keenan Allen.
Man, if I make that throw, it's intercepted. Just
if anybody except for Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow throws that, it's intercepted. So don't feel bad.
All right, that makes me feel better. I'm going to pat myself on the back now.
Yeah, you're okay for not throwing that one. So we're going to go up the middle. First time we get a little bit of opposition in the run game here. This is just 3 for Harrison on 1st down.
Prime will take 3 yards though. 2nd and 7.
Yep.
You're moving the ball. You get 3 yards. The next 3 plays, it's first down. You're not going to do that. You don't want that. But looks like he's going to go to the air.
Yeah, looking at some play action here. Not sure I'd be super excited to dial this up against Danielle Hunter and Shaq Barrett and Vita Vea, but hey, I'm commentating the game, not playing in it.
The only time we've seen John Ross today is when he was injured early on.
Yeah.
That's kind of his big play guy. Let's see if he finds a way to get him involved.
Q again all over this, and there's the pressure, and the ball's in the turf again. Shaq Barrett's going to score. What a play by the Bucs defense.
Wow. Yeah, huge play there. Huge play. I said the next touchdown might win the game. I'm going to kind of stick to that. That feels like a big shift. Big shift here. It's been just a struggle for either team to score, and Shaq Barrett walks in unopposed.
Danielle Hunter with the pressure and the strip sack. Shaq Barrett picks it up and doesn't roll around like an idiot like so many defensive linemen do. Runs it all the way back for 6, and Q feels phenomenal now. Let's see what he does in this 2-point conversion.
And that was one.
Got nothing. He gets stuffed.
That was one earlier. I mentioned how QP can use a receiver for a few seconds just to get you off of him. He did that exact thing, and then he left him. He was wide open, trying to go across the field, and Prime just didn't get the ball there. And started running and strip sack. A lot of fumbles in this game, which isn't really what you want to see in a big game.
No, you don't love that. At least that one is, or at least 2 of these have been, quarterbacks on the sack getting hit at the line. Those are, I feel a little better about those than the random, Keenan Allen on the sidelines for kind of no reason.
Yeah, and I agree with Coop. I would have also kicked the extra point there. I think every point matters right now. Can't win a rock fight.
Yeah, it's tough to say a 6-point lead over a 5-point lead, but that is at least 2 field goals. So we're going to get another out route here. It's probably the only thing he's been able to effectively throw as Rashawn Slater goes down hurt.
It's 2 field goals, and it makes it so Prime can't go up a field goal.
Yeah.
Because right now, if Prime scores, he can go for 2. He'll be up 3. Whereas if you're at 13, he can't do that. So a field goal would still put you on top.
No, that's something I never would have considered. I probably would have kicked the field goal anyway, or the extra point anyway, but not because of that reason.
My brain works in weird ways.
Apparently better ways than mine, so we'll take it. As Rashawn Slater looks like he's going to miss the remainder of this game. I didn't see what the injury was, but he did not have the option to bring him back. That's a big loss on the left side against Shaq Barrett.
It's a huge loss against the front 7 like this Bucs team has.
Herbert back to pass. Let's see if that pressure gets there. It does. Here comes Shaq. And there's the on the run to Arcega Whiteside. Prime man. Just fearless on those. I don't get it.
Yeah, Prime's had that route or a late crossing route open at that part of the field all day. He hasn't, not all day, but the last few plays, it's just been wide open. I'm sure Q's going to adjust, but let's see if he goes back to it.
Looks like Prime going back to Harrison in this one, and there goes the defensive line. We haven't seen much of it, but they stuff Harrison here for a loss of 1.
Yeah, you can only keep him down for so long. QP is one of my least favorite people to run the ball against.
I think he is my absolute least favorite person to run the ball against. Because you're like, I'll run outside so that I can get away from Vea, and then Shaq Barrett's just waiting for you. You're like, oh, never mind. I'm just going to never run again.
I audible to the opposite side of Vea every time.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. As Herbert under pressure, and there's Rashawn Slater his replacement getting beat as Barrett gets back there, and I believe Vea cleans that sack up. Danielle Hunter does it.
Both guys have just been way too willing to take sacks. How many fumbles there have been in this game, and now every time it happens, I'm freaking out, and I'm expecting a fumble almost.
Yeah, I'm all worried about it. So we're going to get 3rd and 10 here. Right now, again, pretty much the only throw that Prime's been able to complete all day has been the out route. He has one called here to Keenan Allen. See if Q does a shade outside or maybe even uses it.
Yeah, I would use the zone over there.
He's on Muka. And he's going to go to the curl route. I cannot believe that was completed. That's an only Herbert ball.
John Ross never catches that in real life, not one time.
He doesn't even finish the route in real life.
You could throw it 100 times. He would not catch it once. So that's how you know we're playing good old Madden here today.
Yeah, as that is just a rocket. Almost went through Ross's chest. We're going to get the stretch left, and the Bucs front is coming to play on this drive. Loss of 1 for Harrison again.
It's not. We've seen it all day with the Bucs, right? Q's been trying to run the ball in the red zone and hasn't really been able to. Prime's 1 touchdown, he was able to. He ran it in on 3rd and goal. And like we mentioned earlier, Prime's going to keep it on the ground, usually in the red zone. He does not like to pass down here.
Yep, RPO here. He's going to hand this one off. Harrison again stuffed at the line. Tackle battle, holds on to the ball. Gets 2. 3rd and 9 from the 11. This is not an easy down in yardage.
He had a hole if he would have followed his lead blocker to the right, but he cut up field right into the line.
Can you explain to me why my Twitch is recommending that I watch a guy playing Monopoly Plus?
Is it Tiamat Marduk?
That's the one. 315 viewers, apparently. Good for him.
Also recommended from me. So maybe that's what we'll do when we get out of the booth today.
Yeah, we'll commentate some Monopoly Plus. As Justin Herbert's back to pass. Is Q going to get there? He doesn't. What a laser from Herbert. Touchdown, Keenan Allen. I thought he had him.
I cannot believe that throw. I have no idea how that happened. I'm speechless.
That's set feet lead. That's all it is. That is set feet lead. It creates windows you don't have otherwise. Muka was maybe 1 step off. Maybe.
Man, Q's got to be sick to his stomach. That's how he scores on 3rd and 10. Oh, man.
Yeah, that
We're
hurts.
going to have a good 4th quarter here.
Oh, he picks him off! What a play by Q's user! Carlton Davis. Is John Ross going to catch him? It's the only thing you're good for, John. He at least forces him to not score, but that makes it a 1-point game. What a play by Q.
Oh, man. Yeah. I don't like running those RPOs because I just feel like they're so easy to
do that too.
Yeah, exactly. Big play from Q. If he could have scored there, that would have been insane. It would have given him the lead. But like you said, the one thing John Ross is good for, although in real life he probably messes that up too. Let's be honest.
Oh, I'm sure in real life he quits on the play or the route. Well, let's be honest. In real life, he's not on the field, so he couldn't make that play. He'd be chasing around the sidelines from the bench.
You're right. Nope, that's the best analysis you've had all day.
We're going to get Mills in the pistol. Q, a little bit of momentum here. Despite giving up a touchdown, as Cook goes for 1 yard. 13 rushes, 23 yards. Phenomenal job by the Chargers front today.
Yep. Sorry, Q. That's on me for picking him for MVP.
Yeah, you might have super jinxed him here, as Matt is just slobbering on Prime in the comments here. He says, there's the 300 hours from Q. That is just an elite user play. Give my man some respect, Matt. Mills back to pass. He's looking. He's in trouble again. My gosh, this pressure from Khalil Mack today has been insane. He's your Super Bowl MVP right now.
Yeah, him or Shaq Barrett, who had the touchdown for the Bucs. Kind of depends on who wins, but man, 3rd and 23, 5 minutes left, down 1 in the Super Bowl. What do you do here? Not a lot in the playbook for this situation.
Not a lot. This is a Harper and Evans streak, I think. Prime is in cover 3 cloud. We're going to get a corner route, and it's going to be caught by Chris Godwin. Oh, my goodness. First down. Oh, he just goes up and gets it. Prime is throwing things.
Wow. Yeah, not much you can do about that one.
Oh, my goodness. I am stunned.
Decided before the play that he was going to throw that to Chris Godwin, and Madden decided before the play that Chris Godwin was going to catch it. So works out nicely for him. And Prime's been here. He knows, got to keep your head down and just move on to the next play, but it's tough.
As Q's going to go for the kill here, he goes play action. He's going to just chuck it deep. What are you doing, Q? Oh, it's picked off. QPY.
I think he felt bad from the play before.
That's his version of a sympathy punt. Oh, he just launches it way out of range, under pressure. No chance in the world that one gets completed.
That's the F it, Mike Evans is down there somewhere play, and it did not work.
No, that's straight out of Doink's playbook. My goodness. What are we doing? So we're going to get Harrison on the right, and Harrison's gone. Harrison with a nice cutback. He's going to get chased. Nobody's going to get him. Harrison's in the end zone. I can't even breathe.
Oh. So let's just do a recap here. QP gets an incredible play from Chris Godwin that I still can't explain with words. He goes to the kill shot instead of just continuing to play the game. F it, Mike Evans is down there somewhere. Terrible decision, interception.
The worst.
One play touchdown to go up 8 with 3:50 left in the Super Bowl. Oh man, the Chargers are riding high right now. QP needs to get into his bag and pull something out.
Yeah, you got to somehow like buckle down and like calm your heart rate for both guys, because this is nutty. This is only an 8-point game. Q is still only just one score away here. However, with Prime taking that extra point, which I thought was a great coaching decision, QP cannot take the lead in any way here.
Yes, I'm always for that. You don't want to be able to lose the game.
Look at Mike Evans, man. This is crazy. He just shoves that man off like he's nothing, gains another 10 yards.
Oh, yeah, great play. But let's not forget that QP inside the 10-yard line has been awful today.
Nightmarish, yes.
The Chargers defense has been impossible to get a push up front, anyone open. So that 2-point conversion, if it gets there, is going to be incredibly difficult, and Prime knows that.
He's going to go to cover 2 man here. This is a defense I don't love calling against the Bucs. We're going to get 0-1 trap for Cook. Nice juke. He's going to bounce off a tackle. Good rally by the Chargers there to save that one. Still a first down up to the 43.
Are we sure James Cook for MVP is dead?
No, we're not sure. We're not sure about anything in this game. After what I just saw in that last possession, we're not sure about anything.
That's the right answer. Only games that we call, it happens every time. There's
every time, yep. There's going to be something crazy. So we go to Cook again. He's just going to shove a man off. Look at this guy go. He said, Dom, I hear you, and you know what? I'm doing my best here.
Yeah, James. Unfortunately, even if you get in the end zone here and get the 2-point conversion, we're going to need like a defensive touchdown from you. So keep that in mind.
James Cook is trotting on the field on defense. He's playing linebacker.
It would work in Madden.
This is the one place it would work for sure, as Cook gets absolutely plastered there. But first down at the 30. Clock ticking. Almost the 2-minute warning.
I like what QP's doing here. He's settling back in after just a bunch of high-energy, high-stakes plays back to back to back. Settling in here. His goal is to probably not give Prime the ball back and just have a make-or-break 2-point conversion with very little time on the clock. But I always say, don't pass up a touchdown if it's there.
No, you have to take it. You're absolutely not sitting down here or you're playing with fire, especially with how hard it's been for you to score so far. Let's go up and take it.
Goal number 1 is touchdown. Goal number 2 is clock.
Yep. Oh God, that's gonna make it tough. It's caught by James Cook for a gain of 2, but that was a risky pass for a gain of 2.
I think it's a little bit of both. Like, Prime's played really good defense, but Q has definitely made some questionable decisions that I wish he would have made earlier in this playoff run.
What, like chucking the ball 100 yards downfield with a guy in your face, hoping that Mike Evans maybe comes down with it?
Yeah, I think Buda Baker could have gotten that one.
He had that slant wide. Oh my God, what a throw by Davis Mills! On the run, crossbody over the user down to the 5. What are we watching?
My takeaway from this game, regardless of who wins, I'm going into practice, and we're not throwing a single pass that makes sense. We're
just go out there and freaking chuck it.
Just throw it, moving to the left, right, backwards. I don't know. Throw it sideways. I don't even know, Kyler, but we're working on this.
Yeah, you got to figure that out. This is the goal for next season. Prime's lurking on that user. Xavier, I'm going to call him, I think it's Xavier Woods. Shocked he's still in the league, but we'll go Xavier Woods. As James Cook is bottled up, he has that corner wide open. He throws it. Yeah. Oh, he throws it away. Oh, I thought he threw it right at him.
Is that Evans?
Yeah.
Evans wide open. I'm shocked he didn't see that.
Especially because, that is Prime was telegraphing his user there.
Yep. And that's the exact route combo you want to run against cover 2.
Yeah.
The flat took away the running back in the flat, and you had the guy at the second level.
Yep. QP in this inside the 10 really today has just been just brutal.
And part of it's mental too. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get it twisted.
Yep.
You get stuffed enough times, it's difficult to have confidence to make a
Yeah,
throw.
he's not even going to Cook here as he throws it to Cook. He catches it. He's at the 2. 3rd and goal from the 2. Clock ticking. Still, everybody has all their timeouts.
He had a touchdown to Godwin. Corner again. Probably playing the hard flat. If he could have waited a second, he had it, and he didn't take it. And I actually don't like him running it all the way down because you have 3 timeouts, and if you don't get the 2,
yeah, you're going to need the ball back.
Time go 3 and out and have a chance at a field goal.
Yep.
But I actually don't like running it all the way down. Bold strategy here.
Yeah. This feels like a run. And I like the front. You should be able to run on this. He moves Cook to the other side, so it's probably not a run. It is not a run. What are we doing here, Q? He goes with the curl. He's got him. It's picked off by Derwin James. The Chargers are going to win the Super Bowl.
That's another scenario where that's why you don't want to run the clock all the way down to 9 seconds. Chargers going to win. Prime played a great game. I did not like what I saw from QP today. I don't think he's going to be very happy with that performance.
No, I don't think so either. The red zone just dogs him. We're going to get Harrison, and Q, he is livid. He just runs away. He says, I want to get out of here as fast as possible. The Los Angeles Chargers and Primetime 000 are your Super Bowl 54 champs, number 20 in the books.
Yeah, number 20.
He said, number 20.
God.
Oh, God. We're going to have to hear. No, it was well-earned. Played a great game. We're going to try and get these guys in here. I'm going to actually hang up on you and recall back in the SML Live chat. 1 second.
I'd hang up on me, too.
Oh, man. All right, looks like we got at least Prime in here. You've got to be extremely giddy at the moment. We got Q, the sportsman, of course, and then there's my boy Dom. Q, we're going to start with you because, as we always say, it hurts to be doing this afterwards. Man, the red zone was killing you today. What are your thoughts on that?
Wait, what was the question? Was that to me?
Yeah, the red zone offense was just killing you today. Really seemed like you slowed down there. What was going through your head, especially needing a touchdown and 2 late in the game there?
Yeah, the last one I felt actually was a good read. I thought it was wide open, and he intercepted it from my back.
Yeah.
That's just Derwin James, I suppose, and throwing it to a running back. But I think that it was just, I can count a handful of on-me kind of plays, nothing to do with Madden, more to do with just myself playing just piss poor. But hats off to his defense. He locked up when he needed to and where he needed to.
Yeah, it's just really, I mean, the defensive line was everywhere. Good user, just kind of what you expect from Prime in the red zone. One more question. I know we're all thinking it. So you get the crazy catch to Godwin on 3rd and 18 miles. You call play action. You just chuck that thing down the field to Evans. Was that just straight out of the Doink playbook, or did you see something there?
Yeah, I saw the one-on-one. I mean, it wasn't a good pass, but I saw the one-on-one. That's one of the plays I'm talking about where it's kind of on me, just nothing to do with Madden. I thought that it was going to be where the defensive back gets behind Evans instead of in front of him like it was, and then I was just going to jump ball him right there like I've done a handful of times with Evans, but it wasn't a good pass. I just expected to get a different defensive back animation, I suppose.
Yeah, that's fair. Dom, what do you have?
Yeah, good game. We have 2 seasons left after this one, probably. Is there anything the Bucs feel they need to do this offseason to put themselves in a better position to come out on top in this game next year?
To be honest, I think that I'm too far in the hole. I already have Davis Mills as my quarterback since Brady retired. There's obviously a night and day difference between the better quarterbacks and Davis Mills. That Keenan Allen touchdown that he had, that's an interception if it's not, dead eye pass or ability that he has. That's a pick if it's any other quarterback other than Mahomes or him.
Yeah.
But I think that, to be honest, I have to roll with what I have. Maybe a little more speed in my secondary, but I didn't get beat because of speed this game. Just I think I have to run it back and hope for the best, but I think that my window did kind of close right there with that game.
I mean, Go on, Dom. Go on.
No.
Go on.
I don't think so, but
Yeah.
thanks for hopping on here. Thanks for hopping on here. Always nice to come on here. I know it's hard after a loss.
Yeah, it's hard watching you pick off that 2-point conversion with a phenomenal user play and tell me your window's closed. I don't think we have to worry about that.
Yeah, that's the speed I'm talking. That's an 88 speed guy getting ran down by John Ross in the blink of an eye. If I had maybe a little bit faster guy, maybe that's a 2-point conversion that could change part of the game. Maybe not. Doubtful. But just want to say hats off to Prime. I've gotten used to this part of the conversation. As I said in the SML live chat, I seem to be on the losing end of every Simbardi these days. So when I'm in them, of course. So just hats off to Prime. He played really well. He executed a lot more than me. You could tell he's definitely, with those 107 hours played, I think 100 of them are into studying the opponent. He really knew what he wanted to defend, and he executed much, much better than I did. And congrats on number 20, actually. He got the elusive number 20, so good for him.
Yeah, all right. Well, now I'm depressed, so you get out of here, Q. Go. Your flogging is scheduled for an hour in the TC chat, so I'll see you.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, of course. But we'll ship to a happier tone here. Prime, number 20 is in the books. Eluded you for a while. How are we feeling?
Feels good, man. I don't know if it feels as good listening to Q. Made me want to go.
Yeah, I'm ready to jump. I don't know about you.
But, no, it felt good. I'm not gonna lie. I felt good in that first half, and then that third quarter hit, and then I thought I don't know. I thought I was done for a second there.
Yeah, I kind of thought you were too. You're rolling to your left, and you decide, you know what? I'm just gonna crossbody chuck this thing down the field. We actually talked about it in the pregame that you've been doing that a lot lately. Is that just like a habit you can't break, or like do you actually see something on that play?
Well, the throws prior to that in prior games, it's just me being dumb. That one, I actually thought the receiver had flashed in front of me for a split second. Hindsight's 2020. I probably should have thrown that thing away, but obviously I throw that interception, and then in the third quarter, we have a running back fumble, and then Herbert fumbles. So I'm glad that his offense wasn't quite what it usually is, because he probably could have taken advantage of that on most days.
Yeah, those fumbles were no joke.
For a 20-12 final score. for a 20-12 final score, that was one of the most up and down, lot happening, just a lot. There's a lot to dissect from that game if you go back and watch it, I think. What was going through your mind? So we asked Q about it, and we already alluded to it. That Chris Godwin catch. I know it only lasted for a play because you got the interception on the next play. Yeah. But what's your mindset after something like that happens to you on 3rd and 23 with 3.5 minutes left in the Super Bowl?
I pride myself in my composure, but I let it rip. I freaking. And then when I got done, my wife comes in from the other room. She said, I didn't know what had happened, so I think she must have been referencing that one play, because I was not. I went for the swat too. I didn't go for the pick. I thought you go for the swat and you always knock it loose. But so did I know.
Yeah, well, apparently Chris Godwin negates that. I was thinking Jellybean was probably in trouble. That dog was running for the hills. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
He was hiding, that's for sure. I'm just glad that the next play was an interception. That play probably could have changed the game.
Yeah, I really thought it was going to. I also thought the fumbles were going to. Really, just a wild ride. I guess the question that I know I'm asking, I'm sure Paul and Matt are on the edge of their seats. They're terrified. Number 20, is this a retirement speech?
Well, I put it in chat that after the Super Bowl, I was going to make an announcement.
Oh, God, am I getting kicked?
if you guys know, I've always kind of wanted 20, and then I said I'd retire. Thinking about starting a family here soon, or the cycle's wrapping up. But I guess all I got to say is I'm going to win 3 straight. I'm going to take the Colts next year and win 8 more with Anthony Richardson, baby. We're going to get to 30 in 12 calendar months, baby. It's just going to start a run, baby. So I'm fired up. This one was eluding me pretty heavily, and I've played some good players, but it feels good to get this monkey off my back. So I feel good.
Hey, SML, you heard it here first. We're not going anywhere. We'll be back for this season. We'll be back for next cycle. It's going to be a blast. Me and Dom been on the call. It's been an honor with you today. Prime, congrats on 20. We're going to wrap this thing up and get on to another great offseason. Anything else, Dom?
No, it's all from me. Great game, Prime. Congrats, and Faz, always a pleasure. Happy we can do it.
Thanks
Oh
for
yeah,
calling again.
of course. It's always a trip when Foz and Dom are in the booth. So we'll be sure to be back. We'll see you guys next season.
Thank you.